Let's take up a question on bank reconciliation statement. Now, this is a question in which the favorable balance as per the passbook is given, and we have to arrive at the balance as per the cash book. Now, this is the question. Prepare a bank reconciliation statement as on 30th September 2013 as per the following information. Bank balance as per the passbook 10,000. Checks deposited into the bank but no entry was passed in the cash book 500. Checks received and entered in the cash book but not sent to the bank 1,200. Credit side of the cash book bank column cash short 200. Insurance premium paid directly by the bank under the standing advice 600. Bank charges entered twice in the cash book 20. Checks issued but not presented to the bank for payment 500. Checks received entered twice in the cash book 1000. Bills discounted dishonored not recorded in the cash book 5000. Now we have to prepare a bank reconciliation statement here. Now first of all, let's make the format of the bank reconciliation statement. Bank reconciliation statement as on 30th September 2013. The particulars column, amount here. So particulars, the amount, details, and this is the final amount. Particulars, amount, details, and amount here. Now, first of all, sorry, I'll just write it once again. Yeah, now the first thing, balance as per the passbook which is given. That's 10,000, so that will come here in the amount. Now let's take up each transaction. Remember, whatever transaction increases the cash book balance should be added, and whatever transaction decreases the cash book balance should be subtracted, since we are going to find the cash book balance, right? So first thing, checks deposited into the bank but no entry was passed in the cash book. So when checks are deposited into the bank, the checks are collected and the amount gets added into the bank. So bank balance increases, but the checks but no entry was passed in the cash book, so it was not entered in the cash book at all, so the cash book balance is less and the passbook balance is more. So cash book balance is less, this should be deducted, right? Okay, so I will put two things here. In this less I will write checks deposited but not entered in cash book, right? Okay. So that is, the amount is 500 rupees, so that will come here 500. Fine. Now let's go back to the second item. Checks received and entered in the cash book but not sent to the bank. Checks have been received and they have been entered in the cash book, means the cash book balance increases. It has not been sent to the bank, so obviously the passbook balance is still less. So again here the cash book balance is more, right? So this should be added. Fine. Checks received and entered in the cash book but not sent to the bank. So I'll put it like this. Checks received but not sent to bank. The amount here is 1200. So that should be put here, 1200, right? Now the next one, credit side of the cash book bank column cast short. Now the credit side of the cash book bank column contains all the payments, right? Now when the credit side of the cash book bank column is cast short, means the payment side has been cast short by 200 rupees, which means the cash book balance is more, right? Which means the cash book balance is more since the payment is being shown as 200 rupees less, whereas the cash book balance is more here since we have not shown this payment, whereas in the bank the payment has already been made, right? Okay, so 200 rupees will be less in the bank, whereas in the cash book it is higher by 200 rupees. So this 200 rupees should be added. Fine. So here I'll write credit side of cash book cast short. This increases the cash book balance. The amount is 200 rupees, right? So this is 200 here. Then insurance premium paid directly by the bank under the standing advice. So when the insurance premium is paid directly by the bank balance becomes less, whereas the cash book balance is still more. So that should again come in the add, right? So insurance premium paid directly by the bank, paid directly by bank. The amount is 600 rupees. So that 600 comes here. Fine. Okay, now the next one. Bank charges entered twice in the cash book. So bank charges entered twice in the cash book means the actual bank charges is 20 rupees, whereas in the cash book it has been entered twice. So it has been entered as 40 rupees there. So the cash book balance goes down by 20 rupees, is less by 20 rupees. So the cash book balance becomes less by 20 rupees. So it should be deducted here, right? So this is bank charges 20 rupees. Now checks issued but not presented to the bank for payment. When you issue checks, it is deducted from the cash book, right? It's entered in the cash book. So the cash book balance decreases but not presented to the bank for payment. So bank balance is still higher. So here the cash book balance is less. So cash book balance is less. It will come here. What is the amount? 500. So here we can write checks issued but not presented, right, which has led to a decrease in the cash book balance. So it is to be deducted 500 rupees. Checks received entered twice in the cash book. When you receive the checks, the check has been received for rupees 1000, but it has been entered twice in the cash book. So the cash book balance increases by 1000 rupees basically, right? It should have been 1000 rupees, but in the cash book it is put as 2000 rupees now. So it is more in the cash book by 1000 rupees, right? In the cash book it is 2000, whereas in the bank it is only 1000. Remember that, right? Checks received entered twice in the cash book. You put it as 2000 in the cash book, whereas when the check is actually collected, it is only 1000 rupees. So there is a difference of 1000 rupees. So the cash book balance is more by that 1000 rupees, right? So the cash book balance is more, it should be added, right? So here you can write checks entered twice, 1000, and then the last one, bill discounted dishonored not recorded in the cash book. So a bill discounted with the bank, it has not been met, it has been dishonored, not recorded in the cash book. So when it gets dishonored, the bank balance decreases there, but it has not been recorded in the cash book, so the cash book balance is still more. So here you will write bill discounted dishonored. So that is 5000. That's all. So these are the entries. Now we have put all of them in the add and less items, right? Now let's see the total of this add items and the total of this, right? So here it is 1200 plus 200 plus 600, right? So 1200 plus 200 plus 600 plus 1000 plus 5000, that comes as 8000 rupees, right? 8000, so that 8000 is put here and this is added first, right? So this is added, this is 18,000, 10 plus 8, 18,000. And now the less items, this is 1020, this is 1020. So from 18,000 we have to deduct this 1020, fine. So when you do this, here you get 18,000 minus 1020 is 16,980. The 16,980 is the balance as per the cash book, right? This is your answer. So here you can write balance as per cash book is this 16,980, right? So this is how we will do this question, fine. The transaction which increases the cash book balance is added and the transactions which decreases the cash book balance is deducted. Finally, you arrive at the balance as per the cash book, right? So hope you have understood this. With this, I come to the end of this session. Bye.